The reason Book 6 is titled Spaceship Earth is because members of the Joy Council moved the Earth and the Moon to a different location in our universe. This absolutely necessary procedure happened on August 12, 2015. Hello, I'm Joy Elaine, author of the Joy Chronicles. And as you can tell from that beginning statement, many exciting events happen in Book 6, Spaceship Earth, Return of the Star Tribes. Concerning the fairies, Shalia requested a bug, and the pony made her a pink Volkswagen with daisies on the side to drive. We mistakenly assumed that since she knew about cars, she'd be able to drive one. Not so. She drove it into a tree and wrecked it. As you can imagine, teaching a fairy to drive slowly and therefore safely proved to be difficult. But Charlie, my number one Swizzler son, was capable of meeting that challenge. Rosebud, Shalia's mate, requested and received a Hummer. It hummed, of course. He proved to be a much better driver than Shalia, and both of them, with Charlie's tutoring, were able to pass their driver's license tests. Charlie introduced me to a little caterpillar that had been used as fishing bait and thus ended up in Shalia's garden. Boris, Charlie helped him choose that name, was quite fashionable in that he loved to wear a hat and a waistcoat. After Charlie explained to Boris about dancing, he was agreeable to taking lessons from Arthur Murray. With the help of a splint that Charlie created for him, Boris became capable of dancing the tango. Shalia explained that dancing is done to the music the wind makes as it plays the trees, flowers, and grasses in the fairy gardens. Dragon Queen Cornelia, King Onset's mate, remember he was restored to life in Book 5, persuaded her husband to step down as Dragon King so that Woonford could be crowned the new king. Woonford told me that there were now 26 dragon eggs, and the pony created a dragon academy on the new planet Joyous so that dragons could learn how to interact with humans. Tonas had been taking Charlie and me to different universes so that we could capture on canvas what the different stars looked like. Van Gogh showed Charlie how to make the swirly stuff and told him, "In the world of painting, there is only magic." In September of 2015, the Swizzlers celebrated their first birthday in a replica of Carcassonne Castle, with the real Mickey and Minnie Mouse as guests. Charlie and Mickey, since they had no blood, became chocolate syrup brothers. For our Halloween party, Solomon, Ramses, Jesus, and Moses dressed as Ghostbusters. That was Charlie's idea. Guinevere and King Arthur shared with me much fascinating information about their lives, including details about Lancelot, Mordred, and Morgan Le Fay, as well as who killed Arthur and when he died. You'll learn why the Loch Ness monsters, there are at least 30, are so difficult to find. In addition, Osiris talked about crop circles, and Sananda explained how Stonehenge was built. The pony and Corey, the former crystal who didn't want to be human, are going to have triplets the old-fashioned Earth way. Tonas and Osiris confirmed that those we call Native Americans, members of tribes that live in the rainforests, and 3/4 of the African tribes originally came from non-dual worlds to experience living on Earth and or to assist humanity. This book is dedicated to those star people, and in the front of it, I list a few of the many ways they helped early humans. Although many of those tribes became extinct or were exterminated here, the Ashtar Command began a process of assisting some of them, at their request, to return to Earth from their home worlds. They asked to be placed in Earth's 5th dimension in order to help uplift the energies there. Those who came back included ancient Hungarians called the Magyar, over 2,000 Aborigines, a tribe that called themselves the Omaki. They were destroyed during the Great Flood Noah experienced, and many African collectives. With Gia's permission and assistance, all captured and caged animals on Earth were moved into fairy gardens and replaced by holograms at the moment of their capture. Just to make sure you got that, all the animals you see in zoos and public aquariums are now holograms. Their real versions are living in the fairy gardens. It was thrilling for me to be a part of this work. Remember to take your seat at one or both of the Joy Council tables so that you can add your input to the work that we are doing. Look for Book 7, Anything is Possible, and Book 8, Dancing in the Wind, sometime in 2018. Namaste.